What's up, guys? Another technique of the night at Ohana BJJ. Alright, we're in a last technique. We worked from on the bottom in half guard. So tonight we're wanting to work from a pass from half guard. So with Gabe, I'm going to be in Gabe's half guard. And I'm going to have the underhook, which is what I want. And here, well actually, excuse me, sorry. This time let's say I'm not perfect circumstances. He has the underhook this time on me. Alright, which means I'm in trouble. I'm not in trouble, it just means that my base isn't as good. The ability for me to keep him solid, flat on the ground is not going to be as good because he has the underhook. So as soon as I feel this, and I need to recognize this very fast, in BJJ, no gi or gi, doesn't matter. You have to be very conscious of the underhooks. If you're not, you're going to find yourself at a lot of disadvantages when you don't even know it. So as soon as I realize that he has the underhook, I have to do something to take care of that underhook with my body. I could overhook him, but I don't normally do that. I feel like it gives him too much to still play with. So what I like to do is I like to shift my weight. I take my left hand, which is underneath his head, and I step over with my elbow here. As soon as this happens, I drop my hip to the mat, this way. As soon as I drop to the hip, my hip down to the mat, I'm going to be pulling my foot as close to his butt as possible. Here. Okay? I want this knee to point as high up to the ceiling as possible. Alright, now depending on who you're rolling with, a lot of times this is enough to just push the guy's knees off and to start to pass and sometimes pull the leg out. But a lot of the times you get a guy who has a really good, tight, strong legs and he's stubborn. You know, everyone has a different style in jiu-jitsu. Some guys like to hold and stuff, some guys like to transition and let it go and move to the next thing. So you have to be prepared for every situation. When the guy doesn't let it go and he's just being stubborn, you have a good base here. He can't sweep you, so you're kind of like just stuck here until you figure out a way to get this leg out and finish the pass. One thing I like to do is like to post on this hip, keeping his hips flat so he doesn't sweep up into me at the same time that I'm about to do this next transition. So I keep a lot of pressure here on this hip and a lot of pressure with my ribs into his face. And as I do this, I'm going to pull my left leg up and point my left knee to the ceiling. Here. Here I am. Once this knee is in this way, now no weight is on top of Gabe. He's going to feel like he can push into me. I'm going to take my right hand, insert it into his leg, and I'm going to scissor my legs, pushing my left shin into his leg and pulling my left leg out. And I pass. Again, watch it a little bit slower. I'm going to go from this side so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. Over here, he has the underhook. Okay, you guys see that? Once I feel he has underhook, this right hand comes over the top and I drop my hip, taking my foot as close to his butt as possible, pointing my knee up to the sky. He's going to keep a lock on my leg. As he keeps a good lock on my leg, I post onto his hip, lift my knee up, and sit back down. Now my knee, my shin, is against his leg. Insert my hand here, and I'm going to scissor by pushing that leg this way, opening, and passing. Again, it looks like this. This is here. I post on his hip, bring my knee through. Once my knee is in, this hand goes underneath, and I'm going to push with this leg. Boom. And I'm out. And I pass. It's half guard pass. Ohana BJJ, technique of the night.